Hey, my name is Andre and welcome to this demo video in which we'll take a look at the Border0 Slack app. The Slack app allows you to manage and access sockets directly from within Slack. In this demo, I will first show you how to install the app into your Slack workspace. And next up, we're going to request access to a resource, maybe a database server or an SSH server. We'll see that the approvers will get notified in Slack. And finally, after the request has been approved, the users will get notified in Slack as well and can immediately launch access to the server they requested access to. You'll see it's all super easy, so let's dive in and check it out. So the first step is to install the Slack app into your workspace. This can be done from within the Border0 admin portal. So let's first navigate to the access request page here on the left. And then we click on the approval flows tab there. And then we click the add to Slack button to begin the setup. So from here, we just follow the instructions, and once we hit the allow button, the app is installed. So that was pretty easy. Let's see what's next. All right, so head over to Slack. I type in /b0 and I get to see all the options here. So I do request, and now I'm browsing the catalog of requestable resources. So in this case, I'm going to request access to a MySQL database here. I provide a justification, maybe a ticket number or something like that. In this case, I need access for 2 hours. And once I'm done, I hit submit. And you'll see that since I'm also the approver here, that I get a notification that a new access request was being submitted and it needs to be approved, right? So this is really easy for all the approvers. They will immediately see what's going on. So you can see this request came from Slack. It came from Andre. In this case, this Andre guy seems like a trustworthy guy. So I'm going to approve access. Good luck with your change. And we'll hit approve. Now, when we go back to Slack, you'll see that I got a notification in letting me know that access has been approved. There you go. And as you can see at the bottom, there's also a connect button. So from here, I can immediately connect to the database. So let's just hit connect, and that will bring up our web portal, which will bring you into the database. You can use any of your favorite database clients as well. And so now we're in the database that we requested access to through Slack. So maybe we do our change. Maybe the change is deleting something from the titles table here. So I'm going to do delete from titles where ID is 1. And so let's do that where ID equals 1. So we'll hit run, and that was successful. 1 row affected. So if I do another select star, you can see that ID 1 is gone. Great. So if I go back to the access request page here and we look at our access request, we can see there's a new item there. Now we can see Andre logged in, and I can click on the details and see the session details, including the delete query, right? So this allows me to see exactly who requested access and what happened. So back to Slack, maybe I'll type in Border0 Connect here, which is the other option. And this is the catalog of all the resources that I have access to and can connect to. So maybe just for fun, let's connect to an ECS cluster, a private cluster running in AWS. I'll hit the connect button here. And again, that brings up the client portal. You can use your SSH client as well. I'll just select my task, select the container, and voila, now we're into our container. So all of this managed throughout Slack, so making it super easy to use. Finally, if you need more information, click on the Slack button here on the top right. This will bring you to our documentation page. And from here, you'll be able to find more information regarding the app. For example, how to install it, optionally, how to remove it later, as well as the various commands that the Slack app provides, including filtering capabilities and more. All right, that was a quick demo for today. Just to recap, we saw how easy it is to add the Border0 app to your Slack workspace. We then saw how we can browse the catalog of requestable resources, making it really easy to discover what we have access to. We then requested access, and we saw how the approver was immediately notified through Slack as well, letting them know that a new access request was being submitted. We then saw how we can list all of the targets we already have access to, and how by simply clicking on the connect button in Slack, we could immediately launch access to either the database or, in the last example, this ECS cluster. And just like in any other example with Border0, I was able to access all of these targets without the need for another VPN. I was able to just use my single sign-on credentials, so no more need for shared and static database credentials, for example. And we were able to see a record of exactly who accessed what, when, and from where. And as a bonus, we could even see what happened during each of these sessions, right? We saw all the queries that were being executed, for example. So if this sounds interesting, head over to border0.com and sign up for our free community edition today and give it a try.